Hi, I'm Rick Brewer. I want to share some ideas about bridal shows with you today and why I'm such a fan of bridal shows. I've been in the wedding industry since 1992. I started out as a wedding professional who actually worked bridal shows, and then I started producing bridal shows, then further went into working with other bridal show producers, and then since then I've worked with hundreds if not thousands of people specifically on the topic of bridal shows. So let's talk a little bit about why I love bridal shows and how you can make your bridal shows more effective. Simply put, the bridal show producer has a responsibility of two things. Number one, all the logistics of pipe and drape, setting up the show, all the giveaways and everything. And then they also have the responsibility of getting the brides there. Now, assuming that they've done those two things, they get the brides there, you've got a show, you've got a booth in their show. What's your responsibility? Your responsibility is to work the show the best that you can so you can get the best results. Because candidly speaking, I put up a thread on a Facebook group and I'll inevitably get somebody that will say something along the lines of, oh, bridal shows never work, they don't work, I'll never do them, something along that lines. But the fact is if you can have one photographer, one DJ, one cake person, one wedding planner, one reception venue that finds success in the show, and then you've got all these others over here complaining that they can't find success in the show, is it the show's fault or is it maybe how they work the show? Because if success can be found at the show, I don't see how you can truly blame the show itself, let alone the bridal show producer who worked hard to get the brides to the show. Now, if you look at the concept of the show, the concept is this. You go to one place where all the brides come and meet a whole bunch of you at one time. Where else can you as a business owner meet 50, 60, 100 or even more brides in one sitting, in one show, in one day, where you can totally compact your marketing and your sales efforts? Now, what we need to do is we need to have the best practices to be able to work that show better. I've put together 3 videos down below here that you can watch. They're short videos so that you don't have to spend a whole bunch of time, but you need to prepare. You need to put the effort and the energy into preparing the best that you can. Don't just assume that you know it all and that you've seen it all. I'm not going to assume that I'm going to teach it all to you, but you might glean something off of one of these videos that can help you. Now further, I put together 2 audio courses that you can take with you on the road, that you can listen to while you're jogging or while you're reading your Facebook posts on the computer, that will talk to you about specifically how to work the show and then afterwards what to do, how to follow up with that big list of leads that you get. Now this has a $99 value and it's been put together by a show producer who obviously cares about the success and about the outcome that you get bookings from the show. Because candidly speaking, if you get bookings from the show, you're going to want to do their show more often. So show some loyalty to this show producer who's given this to you so that you can find more success by doing more shows. And then further, listen to them before the show, but also listen to them after the show so you can adjust what you just did and find if there were some little slight tweaks that you can do to how your approach went. Now, I'm going to tell you that if you get the brides to the show producer's done their job, and you work the show according to these best practices that I put together, you're going to have a great outcome. So here's to your success.